a sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I make him pigs fly, and I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. Your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Okay, ready?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
From the 27, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Lance looking to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Falcon football. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 16. Throwing is Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. The Falcons at 10-1 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Lance on the keeper, and across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Gay now set to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. To about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Play fake. Mariota. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Right, 97. Check, man.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. On 2nd and 2, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Here's Lance to throw it. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Gay knocks this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggling.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now Lance on the bootleg. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here to 3rd and long. Here's Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Complete to Zacchaeus. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. First down, Mariota. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mariota on the move to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's London. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing, Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just a yard to go here on second down. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Marcus Mariota scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Lance. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their 38. Mariota's throw taken in by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On play action, Mariota. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota got a man. It's London. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown, Falcons!
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Come on, set.
He'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
You don't move.
McCaffrey running up the middle. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. got a man. That's Ayuk. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 20, 10, 5, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Mariota now. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Handoff running left, Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Lance. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Lance looking to throw.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Room here to run.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lance back to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here.
Here's Lance.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This a long one from 54. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, with a pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Under pressure, they got him again. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up the 4th down.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to